Yo, 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 welcome back to a new season of the Lewd Front podcast with me, Hero, as usual, your boy, your man, the one and only, and accompanied, unfortunately, by Oil.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, that's him. Very sad man. And our guest today, first guest of the new season, Mr.
Hi.
Cholo. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, him at Nagro Laz on Twitter. It's gonna
Yeah.
be linked
Yeah,
anyways.
not an E, an A.
Yeah, listen, that was a typo. Don't talk about that. So
Okay.
it's been about 2 months, but life goes on. We missed a lot of drama that we didn't cover in the podcast, unfortunately, and that too. And Oil does not want to get heat from anyone. Well, anywho, our guest today, Colo, very amazing artist. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Colo. I draw. I make stuff. I don't do a lot, but
That's him. He creates stuff.
That's the boy.
That's, that's him. Yo, so what's up,
But
Colo? What's happening?
it's nice to be on the show. I'm mostly just making, what do you call it? Just working on Sweet Hex and stuff like that. And just hang out with you guys.
Thank you for joining us. It's been a minute, but we're getting back into the rhythm again. So what's up? What's new? What's happening, Colo?
Nothing much. We're basically wrapping up game development stuff. I'm working on the comic again, and just mostly just like doodling stuff here and there. Yeah, but not too much is happening.
Not too much, just regular day by day occurrences.
Yeah.
Right. So, how long have you been an artist for, like a public artist? What's your first platform?
Like if we're talking about first platform,
Are we talking Newgrounds?
What's your beginning?
I didn't start on Newgrounds, surprisingly. I think back then I was on Tumblr.
Okay.
I started back probably in 2012, 2013 or 2012. I don't remember exactly where I got my start at, but it was definitely on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, Tumblr. It was kind of like, I think 2012 was like kind of like the fucking, what do you call it? The Wild West sort of like era for that time.
Oh, okay. The Wildlands, the free for all.
Yeah, where like there's a bunch of shit happening on Tumblr, and that's before they kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
I think I started out as like a regular artist, and then I slowly switched from being a regular artist to being a not safe for work artist. So that's probably like, I think transitioning from like 2012 to 2013 is when I started doing it.
It's a downward slope, and you start drawing art on Tumblr. Next thing you know, you're drawing fan art of your two favorite characters,
Yeah.
and bam, you're a hentai artist now.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first not safe for work drawing? What it was?
I can't say I can't say I remember. Like, I probably have drawn a couple stuff in private when I was younger, but I definitely say
What's your earliest memory?
I guess my earliest memory was like, have you guys ever heard of P Chat, like Paint Chat and stuff like that? I
The
spent a
what
lot of
now?
time. Paint Chat. Have you guys been on like Okaki boards or anything?
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's your first ever?
I mean, it wasn't first ever public stuff, but I remember drawing a bunch of stuff with like other people on the board.
Okay.
Okay, so as a person who doesn't know what that is, can you explain real quick what that is?
Paint Chat is basically, have you ever had Draw Pile?
Yes.
So basically, it's just like a precursor to Draw Pile, where like everyone could like draw on the board and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time on those boards when I was younger.
Okay.
So I think I started doing not safe for work stuff when I was like 15 or 16 years old. That's probably when I was like actually getting into it.
Yeah, that's around the time when everyone who draws got into not safe for work.
Yeah.
That's the experimental age. So you were bored anonymous, obviously.
Yeah.
But do you remember any first public under your name that you not safe for work drawing?
I think I did. I think I started out with my dog girl Sam or something like that.
So your first ever drawing was your OC and it's stuck.
Yeah, it was just my dog girl. Like, if you ever
Okay.
seen her before, it's just like
Yeah.
the dog with the hat.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I think that's how I started out. It's just mostly with that OC, and then I kind of branched out from there.
And then have you done like any big collabs?
Define big. Like, I mean, like I've hung out with YouTubers and stuff like that. And I've met,
When I
like,
say
some-
big, I mean big as in relation to yourself and not how anyone else defines it. Like if something you feel like you've done big, like it was huge for you.
I don't know if honestly I've done anything big. Like I've hung out with like a bunch of YouTubers like Rubber Ninja, like Mega, like Super Mega. I've been on Rubber Ross's show, like the one when he was doing what do you call it? Well, what's that game called again? The telephone, like Gartic Phone.
Oh yeah. The dropping, right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel I guess that's like one of the bigger stuff that's happened recently.
Yeah, I fucking said dropping. I meant the right draw one, the telephone one. Yeah, fucking don't know its name. Okay, so you know what? Let's leave it there. Sounds a bit off. Since you're a hentai artist, would you call yourself like a hentai artist or just not straightforward?
I would say I would be considered a not safe for work artist. I still do
it's
draw
not.
hentai. No, I still draw hentai, but I've been mostly I've been mostly sticking to the ecchi stuff. But like if you see my stream, you can see some of the work that I'm doing. Like I'm developing new scenarios right now.
Yeah.
For the comic.
Special behind the scene.
Behind the scenes, yeah. Put this on the screen.
Yeah.
What is it? I was going too far. I forgot our basic initial question.
Oh yeah, go on. I completely fucking forgot. God, we haven't recorded in like 2 months. Jesus, we need to get back
I
into
forgot our basic initial question.
Go ahead.
Tits or ass? Just like that. It's easy, that simple. Tits or ass?
I would say ass, but why not both? I like them both.
No, you have to pick.
I would say ass.
Good
Ass
man. Good man. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, now explain why.
Now give us a reason. Valid reason.
I don't know.
You need to validate your choice now. Go on.
No, then the ass is supple. It's good. Looks good.
So it is.
I don't know. That's it.
You're not making a good case here.
I think he's making a good case. I'm with him.
Does it need a good reason? It's just.
I
like,
agree. Since I'm on team ass.
Listen. Shiro is team ass. I'm team tits, and we constantly fight each other around validation from other people about that.
Well, obviously, ass is better. I was winning this competition so hard he stopped.
Okay,
counting.
what is the first thing you see when man starts to crawl? Okay, do you see boob? No, you see ass.
Well, depending on the angle, to be honest.
Are you looking at the man from the front or the back in the person?
Yeah, you're looking at the back, dude.
Obviously, yes. Come on now, Oil. You lost. Anywho, thank you. That's one more. My team. We stopped counting, but it feels good.
Yeah, is that what it is? The fucking counter in the back of the
it's
image.
the scoreboard. Yeah.
Exactly.
I see, okay.
Even we stopped counting because YouTube was being kind of a dick about it and constantly demonetizes our videos randomly because of that scoreboard.
Yeah, imagine we got demonetized for having ass on the chalkboard in the back. It just said ass, just the word ass. Got us demonetized. But I know, I'm keeping a mental track. Now I'm winning.
What's the tally now?
I don't know the tally. It's double oils.
I don't know, something like 20-5.
Maybe.
Got 'em, dude.
People rarely pick tits, but the ones that do, man, mad respect for them.
I see in the corner that there's one for feet.
Oh yeah, that was
Tuddles.
Yeah, that was Tuddles.
He just joined. He's like, I like feet. Fuck you guys. I'm like, okay.
No, actually, you fumbled a bit. I do remember. You fumbled a bit and you asked tits or feet. That was your question.
Oh yeah. When it was Tuddles, I asked him if it was tits or feet because he was talking about feet the entire day. That threw me off. Okay. With that aside, we have gone too much into the lore. Okay, we got through the tits or ass question, and obviously I'm winning. Now the second question is, I'm gonna say obviously since you're a porn artist, but this is just me assuming you obviously watch porn or read hentai.
Hentai? Yeah, of course, man.
Right. Do you use any specific websites people use?
I mean, I probably go to like everyone's go-to, which is probably like what, N hentai,
N hentai.
X
And
hentai,
hentai. Okay. So
like
off of
Del
hentai. Okay. There's really good websites, all of them, because I'm a fucking degenerate if you can't tell by now.
fucking anime.
Okay, the animated as well. Let's go. The question is, what are your go-to tag or your top? Let's go with top tag.
I usually don't browse the tags. I usually just see what's popular on the front page, or I usually just check to see if like my favorite artist has been like updated at all, which they're usually not, which kind of saddens me.
Who's your favorite artist?
I think it's surprising to a lot of people, but I like Inoue Kiyoshiro a lot.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah, Inoue Kiyoshiro, like School Committee, is actually probably like one of my top favorite hentai doujins from that dude. It's not a doujin, it's more like a manga series from him. But yeah, that guy's fucking art is fucking good. I like the way he draws his pussy. Like he's very good at anatomy. His lines are very nice. His stories can be a little bit graphic, but you know, I enjoy the art. I would say
that's how it is with the Japanese art. That's how it is. You have to endure the bad.
I like a lot of my I feel like a lot of my tastes are pretty like old, because like I always go back to the classics like Yamatogawa, or like I like Mizone a lot for his Monster Girl.
Obviously Mizone,
yeah. He follows me on Twitter, and I'm just like, dude, I fucking love your series. And then
I jack off your shit all the time.
I jack off your shit. Yeah,
right. Notice it though. Now that it's still on my mind, we actually really don't ask that question. What are some hentai tropes that you don't want to watch? Like, what makes you zip your pants back?
There's recently one that I learned about that I wish I didn't, which is I just recently learned about this from my friend. We were just talking. We were literally having a discussion on about hentai tags, and then he showed me a tag that said something about personality excretion, which sounds as horrible as it does, which is apparently
I can really not even fucking comprehend what it is.
So what it basically is that it's a girl who would basically shit out her personality or something like that, and then they would replace it with like some other shit. Like he was showing me this doujin, and then it was just like, what the fuck is this? And then like it was just a girl like hooked up to a machine or something like that, and then like through her butthole they just extracted her personality and replaced it with a pig. I'm just like, okay, dude.
Wait, that's an actual tag on an hentai?
That's an act. You can fucking look it up. There's 69 hits of it.
I'm gonna go look at it right
now.
now.
You can look at it right now, dude.
You're teaching Gold very bad stuff right now.
Hold on.
You know, if I know about it, you gotta know about it too, dude.
Because I know, unfortunately.
What's the thing again? Personality extraction.
It's like
excretion.
Personality excretion or some shit like that.
Like, you know the fucking scientific word for shit? That word.
I need to find a personality excretion.
You know, because I think I know what doujin you're talking about. I believe I've seen it. I've seen a lot. I've seen it. When I say I'm a degenerate, I don't say it lightly.
I mean, I'm a fucking degenerate too, so I'm not knocking ya, dude.
Yeah, I'm not. You're like, because I've seen, like, I've known a lot of.
Oh my
people.
god, it really is a thing. It's 64 hits.
64 hits, 64 mangas of personality shitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now the viewer is gonna be, any viewer is gonna Google that. It's like, oh, why the fuck did I fucking join this episode?
Yeah.
He's gonna.
I mean, if we're talking about like more like normal tags or like kind of like the other stuff.
I also noticed that with that tag, hold on, all the way through tag, you also really popular with that trope.
All the what?
all the way through.
All the way through.
All the way through.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
I kind of don't want to see that.
No one does. It's not nice.
831 results.
What
Dude,
website are you using? What website?
And hentai, of course.
And hentai, right?
On
Yeah.
Hentai. Oh god damn.
Yeah, but personally, I usually don't pay attention to the tags unless I'm like looking for something specific. For the tags that I would like probably avoid usually would be like I think anything with like girl or like with the girls getting beat up. I'm not really into that stuff. I don't know what that is. Is it just called like was it abuse or something like that?
Like gore, guru. That's the
Guro or
usual,
something. Yeah, I would say
So
that's
you-
probably like one of my least favorite tags.
So, but you don't have a go-to though? You don't have like a go-to tag?
Maybe like group,
A
fucking
group. Okay.
higao, some shit like that. I usually look for the vanilla stuff, but there's not a lot of vanilla stuff on there. So I fucking like just go on like X hentai or something like that.
You know, when I told Oil, my preferred tags are, wholesome, kissing, all of the above. You know what I mean.
Yeah, you're vanilla as shit.
I really like vanilla, but
me
if you
too.
ask me, about any of the degenerate shit, I probably have seen it at least once.
Oh yeah, dude, I've seen some shit.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna go look at it out of curiosity, right? But it's not like you're gonna go back to it.
Yeah, it's like saying you looked at Metamorphosis or something like that.
I mean, despite being such a shit story, the art is fucking insane.
I haven't seen a lot of Shindal stuff, to be honest. If
Shindal is good. He does a lot of kind of backhand stuff. Some stuff like that's just playing out weird. But his art is really good, so it makes up for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I don't know. Shindo kinda didn't really sit with me. That face is amazing, right? But the anatomy is kinda whack to me sometimes.
yeah,
It is what it is.
Great Ahegao face is like he's the face of that.
fucking if we're talking about like a degenerate like pick that I like, it's probably like Asanagi. Like probably not most of his mangas, but probably like the one that I like the most, or the one that I go back to is I think it's the one where like there's a cameraman and he's like getting blackmailed by the girls or something like that.
Oh,
And then
seen that. I've seen that.
And then he just fucks the
I
shit out. out.
think it got animated as well.
Did it? Really?
I think yeah.
You better show me. I want to see that. Hold on.
Wait, no, not the one by Asanagi.
Which one?
Hold up. I'm gonna Google it right now. I need to make sure if it's the same one or not.
I don't think any of his stuff has been up like animated before, has it?
Oh no. I know which one you mean, but the Asanagi camera guy did not get animated, unfortunately.
Yeah, like
I was mistaken.
It was the one with like the three girls.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. I have it opened up right now. Girls in the frame. I found it.
Yeah.
Asanagi. It's been a while since I've actually seen Asanagi.
Yeah.
Like his actual site. He hasn't uploaded in a while, has he?
I mean, mostly I think the reason why is because isn't he like he was poached by Baku or something like that?
I think.
I feel like that's a majority of what happened with most of the hentai artists is like they got deals with Baku, so a lot of their stuff has been like copyrighted. It's like I don't.
Fuckabee's good.
Yeah, again, I think I remember that with what's his name? Started with Rocket or some shit like that. Well,
I think if I see his stuff, I might know him, but I don't know who you're talking about right now.
he goes by Rocket something, and then he was
Rocket Monkey.
Rocket Monkey. Yeah, but the thing with him, I'm very mixed on Rocket Monkey
The
like
NTR artist.
yeah, his art can be good, and then like and then he could just he goes full out like, oh, scat NTR. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I think we've talked way too much about hentai.
No, we haven't talked enough about hentai.
We haven't talked enough, but this episode is about you and not about hentai.
Okay.
Right? Or this episode is by Colodraws, not about Asanagi animated.
It's about Colo's hentai preference.
That's a special effort. That sounds like a special.
Yeah, but
So,
I guess we derailed a little bit.
Back to the art.
Yeah.
Back to the art. So 15 is when you started your, not safe for work journey. Step 1.
Yeah. I would say like a bunch of people at that age started where
a lot of people. As I said earlier, that's the artist. That's when the artist is like, I'm gonna start trying stuff.
Yeah, like I think that was a time where like I started having more time, or like actually started to learn how to use my my tablet. So I got my tablet at 13, but I didn't draw with it for the longest time until I was 14, 15 years old. And that's when I
Nice.
started like actually getting into the digital art.
So you got your tablet at 13. Were you actually drawing back then, or just
I
no?
mean I was drawing before the internet like was a thing. Like I drew a lot in my traditional like sketchbooks and stuff like that. I would always I'd probably get in trouble a lot because I wasn't paying attention in class, because I was
Always
just
drawing?
Yeah, I was always drawing. And I think at one point one of my teachers were so fed up with me. It's just like, you're not paying attention to school, like fucking math is important. I'm like, bitch, whatever.
Bitch, I'm drawing titties.
Yeah, I just kept drawing after that, and then I would just get in trouble. Like they say, stop drawing robots and stop drawing these cartoons or whatever, and I just kept doing it.
It's enough titties. That's enough.
Dude, I wish I was drawing titty. But yeah, I was like, I think before the internet happened and everything, like, you know, the .com boom, and then like YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr.
Before all of that, you were wholesome.
I wouldn't say wholesome, but I guess I was more normal. Yeah.
So people on the internet are not normal. Is that what you're saying?
Nobody's normal.
That's okay. You know what? You got me there. I'm sorry.
Everybody just pretends to be normal.
What is normal?
No one is normal. It's a fucking myth.
But yeah, like I started pretty like I've always been drawing. Like I didn't draw, like I knew of like porn and not safe for work stuff like when I pretty young, because I was like I don't know, I was a fucking degenerate like child or whatever. So,
Still
like,
are like no.
yeah, so I like yeah, like my earliest memories was like I would go in the back of, you know, when we had VCR stores still, I would go to the fucking like the Asian VCR stores, and they had like a little small corner. Yeah, they had a small corner in the back, and like dude, it wasn't even just the VCR, like it wasn't even just those. I think they had like little hentai in Blockbuster as well, because I remember seeing some like my first introduction to like that, like just like naked anime girls and shit like that. It was like I think in Blockbuster, where it was like 3 girls and a guy in the back corner, and they were all naked for some reason, but it was some kind of like anime about witches or some shit, but their titties were out. I was just like, what the fuck? It's fucking awesome.
It's awesome. It's the anime with titties.
I want to do that.
Man.
I want to draw that.
It was like awakening.
That's how he became a degenerate. The
Oh, yeah.
backstory. So walk me through the experience. Walk me through the how you ended up here today.
I tell this story. I think about a lot. I tell this story, but like basically, I remember when I was hanging out with my uncle. My uncle was like just a younger, like stupid, kind of like younger brother of my dad. So I would come up to his room, and I was just like, hey, what's up, man? Like, you know, I was like 4 years old or something like that. It's like, oh, hey, you know, Colo, like real name, whatever. He's like, hey, how you doing? How's your dad? Blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, good, you know. And then he's like, he'll look around. He's like, hey, you want to see something cool? I'm like, sure. And then he takes, you know, like he had the fucking like stupidly slow, like bulky dial-up like computer, and he says like, look at this. And he showed me like the worst fucking like quality like camcorder like recording of like a porn or something like that. It was a guy like in the middle of the room, and then like a naked lady just like came out from the other side of the screen, and then like got on top of the dude, and he's like, okay, that's enough. And I was just like, whoa, that's fucking cool. So like so I was pretty I was like, you know, I was exposed to it early on and stuff like that, but I don't know, I knew about that stuff pretty early on. I would say like I also, man, I guess this is another core memory as well, but I remember there was like, man, my parents were fucking stupid enough. Because I remember they rented this Asian like Asian movie. They thought it was like an action movie or something like that, and then like in the middle of the film or something like that, it was like some Asian lady, and then suddenly she started having like a JL session in the middle of the floor. She's just like sticking her it was just like a regular movie, and then suddenly like in the middle of it, the lady just stuck her hand like in her butt and start wiggling around. I'm just like, what is she doing? She's like,
what's happening?
Like, what's happening? Like in the back of my head, I was just like, I don't understand what's going on. Is it like, is she hurting? Is she must be in pain or something like that. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and then like as well, like that was like probably same year or next year. And I fucking see that shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It was like, is she hurt? Is she like, why is she screaming? Like why is she like yelling or whatever? So like I had no I had no sex education yet, or like I didn't really understand what was going on. I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool, I guess. And I thought, I was morbidly curious when I was, kids are very like, they're very curious about stuff. And then this, like, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because like this kind of leads to a story that I have in Vietnam when I was vacationing there with my parents. I think I was visiting Vietnam with my mom. My dad wasn't with me. He was like at work or something. So we stayed at Vietnam for like a month. And I remember visiting like family or friends or something like that. I think there were family friends or something. And then I saw this really beautiful, like half white, half Asian lady. And I was just like, oh my God, like she's beautiful. Like my little, like, I don't know, 6 year old mind or whatever. She's just like, she's really pretty and stuff like that. And I think because I was like such a cute kid when I was younger, I literally went up to her and I said, hey, can I touch your boobies in Vietnamese? And she just looked at me. She said, okay. And she just like let me pat her boobs, and like she just like opened them. I was just like, wow. So I just grabbing, pushing them around. It's like, this is pretty cool. Like, another core memory made. But yeah, that's kind of like, I guess, the whole start of it.
It's like, this is like a backstory for a hentai main character.
Like I wish I was joking, but that actually did happen. It was kind of like, even thinking about it now, I was like still kind of like, damn, why the fuck did she just let me touch her boobie? Like, and I look at my old pictures of myself, so I was like, oh, like how could you say no to them? I was a very like cute, like small, chubby Asian kid, and I guess it's hard to say no. So I don't know, but the core memory attained. I got to second base, like without even knowing it.
Second base as a fucking 4-year-old chubby little Asian kid.
Yeah.
You hear that, Oil? A fucking 4-year-old Asian kid got more pussy than you ever will.
Yeah, sure. Where your bitches at, huh? Go on.
Shut up!
But yeah, I would say that kind of like shaped like my interest for a bit. Like I was definitely a deviant, like just a degenerate.
Ever since day one.
Yeah.
This nigga came out of the womb degenerate.
It was definitely like one of those like core moments that kind of like left impression on me. But like obviously later I learned about how like ridiculous it was. Like I was like, oh, you're not supposed to do that,
You're not supposed.
You're not supposed to ask people to show your boobies.
Yeah, that's quite the that's quite the first experience with fucking tits.
Have you guys have anything like super crazy like that when you were a kid?
I don't think I've ever had any of that when I was a kid. I come from a very different culture.
The only similar memory when you talked about your parents I have is, how some parents have like quote unquote the talk when you're young.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was just like, here's a VHS tape porn, right? I'm gonna go off for like 2 hours, you do whatever you want with it.
Hey, that's pretty cool, man.
And that's what I did. And that's how I discovered porn.
Okay, so he gave you a VHS and he's like, 2 hours, knock yourself out.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go off for like 2 hours, you have the house for yourself, do whatever you want.
The entire house?
Yeah.
Just fucking, God, what did he do to the house?
Everything.
God damn. No,
Yeah.
everyone's talking about like the talk and everything, coming of age, whatever. I never had that. I never had that talk.
I honestly, I don't think I ever had to talk either, but I knew what sex was anyway.
Especially now when kids like have internet and shit, they discover that stuff themselves, right?
Yeah.
Like
I never had that talk.
Right? I know quite a lot of people that their parents try to have the talk with them. They were like, yeah, don't worry about it. I already know about everything.
Dude, I totally forgot about this, but I remember I went on Newgrounds when I was like fucking 8 years old and stuff like that. So like I would go to the porn, like just the adult game section.
The meet and fuck games.
the fuck games, yeah. And I would, I play like Kramer's Adventure or something like that. I specifically remember this was that I didn't have a computer, so I would have to go to the. Have you guys ever went to like an internet cafe or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I often do go to internet. You used to play porn games in an internet cafe. Tell me you're joking.
I played porn games in the corner, but I wasn't jacking over anything. I was just playing it. Yeah, I was just playing it. And then some like there was like two Asian dudes right next to me, like he was older, and he's like, "Hey, you know what that is, right?" And it's like I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, man." And he fucking cracked up and he's like, "Oh my fucking god, look at this dude." And I just like
and he joined you watching.
He was just watching me play like porn games and stuff. It was just like, I usually play Counter-Strike or Maple Story there, but like I was just like, you know what? I wanna fucking go on like
hop on Newgrounds. I know hop on Newgrounds today. Fucking Maple Story, bro. Fuck that shit. Yeah. God damn. And so just like that, you just spiraled down from being a degenerate.
Yeah, basically.
To an artist into a hentai artist.
It's definitely a weird path, right? Yeah, but like
was it a fast transition though? Did you quickly go from being an artist into a hentai artist?
Well, the thing is that I was always like, I was always interested in the not safe for work stuff. So like I think I was very reserved at first because like I knew it was like I was definitely shy. I was like at the beginning I was definitely like more shy and not as outgoing or used to it as I was. So like a lot of the stuff wasn't like, it wasn't that out there yet. But I think it was only until like later I like met couple other friends who started getting into it that like I also like started posting stuff as well.
So like, you got like a little push from friends, and then you started.
Yeah, and then I started just started doing it, and it wasn't crazy. Like I wasn't like crazy popular back then. I think I still remember the time on Tumblr that I got to my first 100 followers. I was like, oh my god, 100 people follow me. I'm like, cool. And then like
oh my god, I'm balling,
dude. Like I got like 10 notes on my art. That's fucking crazy.
Oh my god,
that's 10 people. And then it grew to like 100, 200 to like 500 to 1,000.
Did you ever have like a big push, right? You went from, I don't know, like 100 to 5,000 in the span of a month just because you posted something really popular at that time, right? Did that ever happen to you?
In Tumblr, I don't think it happened too many times. Like I would freak out when like it would get like 1,000. Like I feel like I remember like 1,000 notes was like pretty crazy back then for stuff. Like getting 500 notes, getting 1,000 notes, getting anything above 2,000 and above was like crazy. That was like, whoa, you made it or whatever. Like people were liking your stuff.
Big.
It was a very slow transition for me, but like I feel like I felt growth spurts definitely. Like there were times where like I would jump from like maybe like 500 followers in like a week or a month or like some shit like that, or like it would even be faster depending on like what I was posting.
Do you know what this reminds me of? When our YouTube channel was first starting off, Oil just randomly DM'd me like 1 month in. It's like, Shiro, we got $4.
yeah. $4, dude.
Sure, we got $4 from YouTube. Oh, okay, nice. Where are you gonna buy Snickers?
I mean, when you fucking start off anything, when it comes to social media and shit like that, when you start off, even like 2 likes, it's like that's fucking amazing to you, right?
Yeah, dude, fucking, it was just like when you first start out, I feel like getting any attention at all was like really like it was really
it keeps you going. It keeps you going.
Yeah, it was very interesting experience for me. And then like I didn't have a lot of outlets at school and stuff. I was definitely like the weird kid. I had my friends and stuff like that, but I was definitely like the outlier or like just the black horse or whatever. So like I would mostly be like private to myself, except with my very close close friends. And then like I would, let's see, I would say I didn't experience any of those crazy growths that you're talking about until I hit Twitter. Twitter was when that kind of like crazy
But,
growth
how did it go? Tumblr? Did you go from Tumblr to Twitter at once, or was there
Okay, I
middle
went.
platform?
So I went from DeviantArt to Tumblr to Twitter, and
Deviant first. Okay.
I was what do you call it? I started out on Tumblr, but then they started getting really cancerous, and then like the
Community was started being really shit.
it wasn't the community that
And
bothered
the
me.
platform itself.
It was the platform, dude. They shot themselves in the foot. When they introduced bots to the moderation stuff, people would abuse that. Like they would weaponize that stuff. And then I remember people were having a field day in the not safe for work community. People were getting like banned left and right because people, like, if you got enough people to report your account, they wouldn't even give you a chance. They would just say like, oh, you violate these terms, and then they would immediately nuke your account. They would just destroy it. And that happened.
So basically YouTube before YouTube.
Yeah, and that happened to me twice. I think I lost my account twice, but each time I grew back even stronger before, which was kind of funny. So I think on the last time that they nuked me, I was just like, okay, I guess no more, not safe for work art on Tumblr for a while. And I think the max that I got on Tumblr was like 20k followers.
Then you hit up Twitter and you're like, oh shit, I'm big now. I'm balling.
It was actually very slow on Twitter. Like I think I joined Twitter right when the Exodus started happening. Like
the Tumblr Exodus?
Yeah, when Tumblr Exodus started happening and everyone just started switching over. I joined Twitter in 2016. So 2016, that was when I started doing community college, I think. And then
I assume.
Yeah, that was community college time, and then I was just like fuck school. I want to do my own thing. So that was the year that I started really ramping up my media presence and stuff like that. Yeah. And I think that was the time that I made like my new dog characters. It was like I made a bunch of like furry characters that were just basically very popular. I think the first one was with a dog, the Misha, which is like just a general. Like I was very into Advance Wars when I was a kid. So like that game had a fucking like huge impact on me. I love the style. I love like the artist who like designed the first Advance Wars. Yeah. And I think he eventually followed me on Twitter too later on, which was funny. And another funny story with that was that like when he followed me and I was like, oh my god, he followed me. I messaged him. I say like I'm a big fan of you and Advance Wars, blah 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 or whatever. And then my friends like were reading the like he didn't speak English, so I sent him like an auto translated thing, and then my friend read it out to me. It's like, you just said you declared war on I was like, what do you mean? So like I auto translated it out back to English, and it said he said, I am declaring war. It's like, hello, I am declaring war on you. I'm like, oh no. He never replied or he didn't say anything, but I just felt so bad that I was just like, yeah, I'm challenging you.
He was too scared to reply.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you!
I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna declare war on you.
Randomly. I'll kill you and your family.
Okay, we are at 41 minutes, something like that. Jesus, my brain. We're gonna take a quick few minutes break, then we gotta go to the further questions. Also for the people that are thinking like, oh, this is supposed to be like a art-related fucking podcast, right? They only talk about porn. Well, there's gonna be a lot of art-related questions in the Twitter thread, so yeah, look forward to that. Anyway.
Also, yeah, it's not really about the porn. It's about the character. In this scenario, it's Colo. Anywho,
you're
taking a quick break, real quick. We're just getting an insight in the head of this maniac, porn addict.
Okay.
Anyway, see you in a second. Whoa.
Yeah, see you in a few. Yo, welcome back. We just had our little piss break because Oil does a little piss baby.
Yep.
So during the breakdown, me and Colo were discussing some hentai game, and I thought I should ask this while on the record, so I can have actual documentations. So when I file a lawsuit, I have some legal standing. I need some hentai games, Colo. Do you play hentai games by any chance? Something like Orc Massage, because that game is a masterpiece.
I mean, yeah, we were just talking about it. Fucking Orc Massage. If
Give me more games.
if I was going to recommend more games, I guess I would recommend getting what's it called? Hoikatsu Party?
Koikatsu, the fully customizable hentai game.
Yeah, I mean recently they just had like a new, I think Illusions just had like a new game that they released, which was
I saw Honey Select Libido.
Honey Select. Yeah.
It's extremely realistic as well.
Yeah, I just end up playing like Koikatsu Party just like for fun or whatever. And just download. There's a site that you could just download like character cards, and I was like, oh wow, like some of them were actually very good, very in depth. So I would just like
very in depth cards.
I would look at them. Yeah, I would look. But yeah, for hentai games, I don't know a lot actually, which is like kind of surprising. I used to like in the heyday, I used to just go on like what was that game? What was that site called? SwiftChan?
Shit.
Have you guys ever been on SwiftChan before?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, like that. I would, dude. I was fucking obsessed with like hentai flash games for a bit. I would always like watch like Zones stuff, or like I would
not even just fucking hentai flash games were the shit. Like even on Newgrounds.
Yeah, like I was always out looking for more stuff to look at, and then I think I eventually just led up to like SwiftChan. It's not as good as it was before because they switched it to like Swivel or something like that. I forget what it's called, but flash games don't work the same way like they used to.
I haven't seen the new website. I don't know.
It's been a while.
But my go-to is always Newgrounds. Newgrounds adult tab.
I think it's probably like one of the best places to still look at like the flash games and stuff like that.
It was and it still is, if you ask.
It still is, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't actually looked for different places, so I'm not sure. There could be something. Anywho, that's enough. It's enough fucking degeneracy. Let's switch it up to the Twitter questions. The Twitter questions on the post that you did, we did, they did, them. Yeah, all of them. Let's start from the top. First, but not the most important guy. Let's not let it get to his head. You're just number one on the list. Doesn't mean you're number one. Mr. Lolney.
Lolney.
So like LOLNE. It's like lonely but flipped.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When do you think we will have a first gameplay trailer for Sweet Hex?
For Sweet Hex, I'm entirely not sure since I'm not the one managing that right now. If anything, it would be Doxy. Doxy is the one that's kind of managing the gameplay stuff, and I think we got basically all the assets done. We have all the animations done. We have all like the art asset stuff done at the moment. What we're working on right now is I think just the software, making it just like polishing up the software to run the game. I think he told me he had to make like an entirely new engine because like the last one ran into a few problems. But other than that, I think I don't have an estimate on when that's gonna happen.
Unfortunate. I've seen some of the Doxy games on Steam. They're quite good. Art's decent.
If you guys want, I could give you guys some sneak peeks to some of the GIFs, animations. I would have to find it, but I could give you guys this one. Hold up.
Is this something we can share?
Maybe not share, but you guys have definitely seen the animation before. I can show you guys this one.
It's for our eyes only. Oh fuck.
Hold on. Hey yo.
So I have some very talented friends working on the animations and stuff. Bless their heart. I would say like being able to see this because like I basically animated this one, but then he basically made it even better. So I was like, yeah, pretty good, man. And that's just one of many. I could probably give you like a couple more.
Shit, we're getting some sneak peeks. Benefit of the podcast.
We can do that like after the recording, cause it's just gonna be us sitting here for 10 minutes going wow.
People are gonna get jealous. They're gonna attack us later.
Anyway, next question.
So he has no idea, Mr. Lonely. Thank you for asking the question, but you might want to direct that to Doxy. let's see. Cassette Master. Will you be making an online comic series for Sweet Heck?
Yes, that's I'm actually streaming it to them right now.
Yeah,
I'm-
we are currently watching the work process.
Yeah,
we're watching the panels one by one.
So the reason why I've been delaying with
And yes, you should be jealous.
Yeah, the reason why I've been delaying the story and stuff like that is that I learned that I can't write a fucking story. So Doxy helped me plan and point stuff out, separate things. So like you can actually see like what we have right now is just like we have the story beats and then like what goes between them. And then I think this is like, honestly, this is the most comic pages I've done. I basically did all this in about like a week or so. So like
16 pages.
I've done about like 15 pages. Yeah, 15, 16 pages.
Yeah,
like
including the cover. That's 16 pages.
Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be a weekly thing soon. We're gonna be opening a weekly release of the comic, and hopefully, I will be consistent with the updates. And Doxy will probably push me for that, but yeah, expect more of the comic very, very soon.
Expect more of the online comic series, Sweet Hex. Thank you, Cassette Master. And speaking of weekly updates, do you read the Western hentai, Western comics, doujin?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm referring to In Case here specifically.
That's funny, like, cause like I was talking to Doxy about In Case and stuff. I was just like, we're just basically, I think Doxy helps In Case with managing his like sites and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure what he does, but we're basing off a lot of the updates and like cycles on In Case's stuff. I've seen In Case's stuff, and it's
he has the Alfie comic.
The Alfie comic. Which one is that one?
The fucking shorts, the 10th short stack, and
the short stack goblin
and her mom. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've seen some of that. Yeah, I haven't read the entire series, but I know which characters you're talking about.
Oh, it's still ongoing, dude. I feel like that comic is going for like years now.
It's been going for quite a while. At least I remember seeing it, not on the website, but seeing it on X Hentai or something like that.
Fuck yeah, there was like some snippets, but he has its own website, and it's 1,400 chapters now. I think
it's crazy. Yeah.
Anywho, thank you, Cassette Master, again. I don't know, just brought up In Case to my head when you say online Western comic.
Yeah, because In Case is living in your head, fucking rent free.
In Case, bro. It's fucking In Case. Anywho, thank you, Cassette. Yeah.
It's not like we spoiled anything. Yeah, don't worry about it. Not like we cut something out. Don't worry about it.
Our next question is by Synap with a CYY, who's also an artist. Wink, wink. When did you first switch over to not safe for work art, and what are your thoughts on safe for work versus not safe for work community? So let's start step by step. When did you first switch? We did talk about that.
Yes.
So just give him a simple answer.
So I would say that I switched from safe for work to not safe for work when I was 15 years old, which was in 2013, 2012, during that era. But then I would switch back and forth because like I wanted to have like a professional appearance as well. But at this, eventually it just like I just said fuck it, I don't really care no more. And then like it kind of just like the horniness kind of bleeds into both sides at this point.
It just becomes not safe for work and itchy. There's no safe for work anymore.
There's no safe for work for me. But for the community, I don't know if I have a lot of like input on it. I know that both communities have their ups and downs, and I feel like I've met so many cool people like in either like community. Like here's the thing that I want to talk about is that I didn't realize how many idols I would meet during the time I would start doing porn, which is like, and then that's when I slowly realized, everybody's a fucking pervert. Everyone loves, like they like porn.
Fucking degenerate.
Everyone's a degenerate. Yeah. Like it's kind of crazy because like all the artists that I used.
And the ones that say that they aren't, they're fucking lying.
Yeah, like it was really fun. It's really funny. Like when I started doing not safe for work art, I started meeting a lot of people that I look like a lot of people that I used to look up to, like would start following me. And I was just like, oh my god, like it's like, you know, I never would think I would have the opportunity to like meet cool people doing, you know, not safe for work. So it's definitely a very interesting experience.
I feel like thank you, Synapse, the CYY, thank you, Synapse. But the thing is, I haven't really seen much conflict, not recently, between the communities. Have you seen any? Like, do they fight each other that often? Is it big scale, even if it happens?
If you're asking me, I have no fucking clue. I don't keep
Because
up
I
with
haven't.
this shit.
Because I don't keep up. But if something really big happens, I'd assume I'd know something at least, right? Oh, are you?
The last one that I remember was with the Jaden animation. That's the only thing that.
But that's a while back now.
That was a
What?
long time ago. Yeah.
Wait, Jaden animation? What the fuck?
You know Jaden
Oh my
animation.
fucking god! No, I know what you're talking. I know
Yeah,
which one you're talking about now.
So they had
Yeah.
that big issue happened, and safe for work artists were like, "Oh, you guys are ruining our reputation and shit." Well, it doesn't matter. Fuck them. Fuck everyone. Just draw your porn. Get shit done with. I don't know. Fucking. Thank you, Synapse. Let's go next. Next question by I am Sora, like Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I am Sora 123.
Mm-hmm.
Since we had two questions about Sweet Hex, this is the third one now. It says, what exactly is a Sweet Hex? What exactly is Sweet Hex? Is it a video game? Is it a comic?
It's both at this point, but it's more of a comic. Like it's more like a project that I want to just start kind of inserting my other characters into. So basically, it's kind of like the Colo multiverse, which is kind of funny. Like I have plans on adding a lot more characters into this series as well. A lot of different monster girls, demons, dog girls soon.
It's just an amalgamation of content.
Yeah.
Just a huge mix, which is really cool. Yeah, it's
like for example, I think I will also the succubus, or not the succubus, but the sleep paralysis demon will also be like partly in universe soon.
Soon.
So
from the 16 panels we see so far. It's I'm not gonna spoil anything. They'll see eventually. But I'm assuming since Doxy is helping with the game, I'm assuming the game is a visual novel.
It's a puzzle visual novel is what he describes it as. And
so like the succubus game, right? If you played his succubus game before.
Yeah.
My sweet little succubus, was it, or something? My sweet succubus. Something like that.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember. I don't think I ever played any of his games, but like he's definitely he's shown me a bunch of his like his demos and stuff with his old games, and I was like, oh, this is pretty fucking cool, dude.
His games are they're quite good. Well, thank you. I'm sorry, as you heard, it's a visual novel, but it's mainly a comic.
It will be soon, very soon.
Okay, so Danny Lovebook. Next question by Danny Lovebook 1-2. Are you team succubus or are you team childhood friend?
Team childhood friend.
Why is that?
Because I like her design. I can't wait to get to the part when I start drawing them fucking each other.
Nice. Well, what are you, Shiro?
What? What team?
What team are you?
Childhood friend, obviously. Wholesome as shit.
You don't want a succubus girlfriend?
Only if she's purple.
Is she purple, Colo?
Unfortunately, she's not. She's teal.
Can you make her purple just once?
Sure. I do have a purple demon. I have You have the sleep paralysis demon that's purple.
Yeah, I'm not.
There we go.
That's not the question right now. Thank you, Danny Lovebooks. 1-2. I'm quickly skipping the question. Don't put me on the spot, or I'll kill you.
Go on. Next question.
Next question by Sun Seabass. This one is probably my favorite question. Sun Seabass says, "How much sex?" Question mark.
Lots of sex, just lots.
All the sex.
That's
like
all the sex.
Like out of 100.
80. I don't know.
110.
120. Yeah.
120. It's becoming a bid for sec. They're bidding for sec. Thank you, Sun Seabass. My favorite question thus far. I apologize, everyone. Monostash asks, what's your character design process? Do you have a process? Do you have an algorithm?
Okay. Number one, smoke a lot of weed. Number two, does this design make me feel something? Number three, horny. Number four, draw it. Number five, be horny again. That's basically my process.
That's the algorithm. Just be horny.
And repeat.
Does it make your dick go hard? Yeah. Good. Thank you, Monostash. Now you know the secret. Better stay a secret. Next question by Furious John. He's really angry. Can't tell.
Oh yeah, that's my friend. Yeah.
Yeah. Furious John asks you, what spell did you take at level 13?
All the spells, because apparently I get all of them as a cleric, and I don't understand which spell that I actually got. He's my dungeon master, so we play D&D together.
Okay, so that's the deal. Okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Alright, so he has all of them. He's overpowered, and this was said.
I got all the spells.
This was said in a recording, therefore it's true, and you cannot deny this. I'm sorry, DM. We're taking over your game. Thank you, Fierce John. Next question by a friend of ours, also an artist, really good. Love that guy. He's a bit of a nerd. His name is NDA. NDA safe for work.
Mm-hmm.
That's his Twitter.
Non-disclosure agreement.
Non-disclosure agreement safe for work.
Yeah, I know NDA too. He's cool.
Yeah, Nathan Daniel Augustus. It's the name I gave him. Completely not correct, but that's his name. So NDA asks, how are your character designs so perfect? Is it because of the horny level? Is that what's happening?
I guess it's the horny levels. I wouldn't say they're perfect. I would say that they're very core. They appeal to me. That's all I care about.
You see that's the thing. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, that is actually a great mindset to have.
That's the thing I like about some artists. And I say some because some people draw to appeal to the crowd, right? Mm-hmm. But when you draw to appeal to yourself, it comes out better.
I would say so, yeah. I would say if you enjoy your characters, like it's definitely better when you're having fun with it.
Like you can tell when someone draws for someone else, and when someone is drawn, they like drawing this. There's so much more emotion in it. And, that's it. NDA, you heard him. He just draws to draw. As he said, Colo Core,
man.
Colo, fuck. Sounds like a Spanish song. Thank you, NDA. Our next question is by Waka Z. Yeah, it's a Z because ZZHI. So Waka Z asks, Callie or Mary?
That's a very good question. I would say that each of them have their own, unique personalities that I really enjoy. I would say Mari is my favorite, definitely. But they're both still really good. I like them both a lot. But I would say Mari inches it a little bit further than Callie for me. But they're both good.
I like Callie. I really love Callie's personality, right?
Yeah.
But my answer to that question would be both.
Both is good. Why not more?
Why not? Exactly.
I'm still waiting. Unless they can top, in Splatoon 3, if they can top Callie and Mari with a different design,
like a better Pearl and Marine, they're gonna show up again.
Yeah, Pearl and Marina was okay, but if they can never top Callie and Mari for me.
I don't know. I really like Marina.
Okay, Marina is good. I like her.
Pearl is like, but I really like Marina.
I still remember all the fucking roasting posts about her, and then my friend made like a fucking edit of Pearl being like Frieza or something like that. her fucking forehead was like so huge.
Yeah, I'm Marina any day. But yeah, both on Callie Mary, both. But as he said the preference on fucking Mary. Thank you, Waka G, for the question, Splatoon question. Next is. Okay, I see the edit. That's great. That's fucking great. Oil.
What's up?
Run the AC on the TV.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put it.
Yeah,
I'll
you
put it
saw
on the
it,
screen.
right?
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen.
That's even a better tweet, my soul. Goddamn. Anywho, fuck. Thank you, Wakaji. Thank you, Wakaji, for the question. We got next question by Supreme Waffle, which something we've been talking about is, do you ever plan on making a comic about your dog girls?
I do, but I'll probably just be merging their stories into Sweet Hex. which is apparently like I'll probably convert them into being like werewolves. So I'm gonna be drawing. My plan for them is that they're gonna have both human and doggy form. So we just wait on that.
So thank you, Supreme Waffle. Now this is from my side. Is Sweet Hex just gonna be a huge world, or is it gonna be like a comic, just a short comic?
It's just gonna be like so. My plan for it is that it's gonna be multiple stories of just like different couples and stuff like that. I kind of wanted to like you said, if you read Mizo and stuff, right? His monster love Dojins. Yeah. I kind of want to try something like that, where like he just has fun like introducing new couples and characters, which is something that like really appeals to me, and especially how wholesome he makes it. So like I was like, I want to do that.
You see, the thing is, I really love when there's a really big comic and it goes for a long time, right? Like the Alfie one, like the Alfie from Incase. But the thing is, once you introduce your other characters in this comic, that kind of limits what you can do with them, you know?
Yeah.
Like not as a whole, but in the comic itself. Or then you'll have to start a new comic with the same character that follows a different story, which completely ruins the feel to the story, you know?
Well, the thing with the I feel like it could still make it work because you're telling different stories, but in just kind of in the same universe.
But then if you get too closely attached to, like, let's say Sweet Hex is a 2,000 chapter comic. Let's assume.
I can only hope. Yeah.
Let's assume. But then you decide to make a short comic for one of the dog girls, like 15 chapters. Not even 15 pages. Quick comic, just fucking quickie, right?
Yeah.
But let's say some events happened in Sweet Hex that people just relate that to the character. You see, that's gonna make the 15-page one feel not as important or as good. You know what I mean?
I think so. I mean, like I feel like you can have multiple different instances of stories inside the same universe. Although, but I do understand, like, oh, if something happens in here, you know, it could affect the other story. But I don't see it as like a deficit at all, or at least I don't feel like it has a huge problem on it. Or that's just my opinion. I don't know.
I haven't someone do it like that good, anyways. So maybe you'd prove me wrong. Maybe you'd make it work.
I'll try.
We'll see. Hit me up. I'll hit you up. When Sweet Hex get to 2,000 chapters.
Yeah, sure, man.
I'll see you in a year or two. Fuck it. Okay, thank you, Supreme Waffle. So yeah, there will be comics about them, but first they will be integrated into Sweet Hex. Marshall with a 1. So Marshall, but there's a 1 before the L. With a really good question, Colo. I need you to be completely honest with me. Tell us about your criminal past.
My criminal past? I've committed various acts of across 50 states. I think I've about including
what the fuck?
Actually, I'm gonna stop you already. I'm gonna stop you already. I think we actually legally can't say that on YouTube. Like I'm not even joking about that.
Okay. I have done no criminal activity whatsoever.
As you heard, folks, he has done absolutely nothing. Oil, don't cut that part out. We have his confession. Don't cut it out.
Did you ever steal a chocolate bar?
No.
Did you ever steal a Snickers?
No.
A Kit Kat?
I've stolen a sandwich before.
A sandwich?
I've stolen a sandwich at Sprouts. I think that's like the most criminal thing I've done.
You thief!
Hey, I didn't do that. It was my brother. Okay, he's just like, watch this, and then he just like walked out the store. I'm like, what the fuck?
Watch this.
Watch this as he commits criminal activities.
Watch this as he commits I think you might have to.
Alright, we're really fucking pushing it here now. With the choice of words we're making.
Okay. Thank you, Marshall, for your question. We have gone into legal problems with YouTube because of you, Marshall. But thank you very much. Well, that's the end of the Twitter questions. Do you have anything you'd like to say right now?
Closing words.
Any announcement you want to drop?
I say thanks for everyone who's supporting me and like like, has been looking at my stuff. This podcast has been really fun. Enjoyed talking to you guys and stuff. I don't have much to say, but yeah, like I had a lot of fun on this podcast.
Nice.
Thank you for joining us.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are all best friends now. Nice.
I'm best friends with everyone except for you, Oil. Fuck. Anywho, as I was saying, really thank you for joining us. We really had fun talking about porn in the first half.
Yeah.
Obviously, Oil feels uncomfortable, but fuck him. We like our dojins, we like our hentai. Not fuck him literally though. Calm down, Colo. Maybe later. I can hear the excitement in you.
All right, calm down, both of you. Give us. They want to make some shoutouts.
Any shoutouts? Yeah, top to bottom.
Shout out to all of Twitter. Shout out to my friend Dorn. Shout out to you guys. Follow them. Follow them on their podcast.
Nice. Shout out to your DM. Hell yeah.
Shout out to my DM. Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's a quick list of shout outs. Do you have any fucking someone really quick, someone specific?
Fucking
one
shout
person.
out to
Go follow Shiro LFP on Twitter and
I made a Twitter account last week.
After like 2 years.
Follow whatever thing they put up right here.
At Chiro, LFP, and my picture is Jean-Claude, my cat.
yeah. Shout out. Just put it up on the screen right here. Edit that in.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Colo. Thank you, Colo, for fucking advertising me, the host.
Anyway,
no problem.
that was episode 1, season 4, right? Season 4, yeah. We had some trouble with the Discord server. We had to close it, but it's open again by the time you're listening to this. So if you wanna go fucking check it out and hang out, yeah, do that. Also, Shiro's probably gonna be active again on the community tab.
I'm gonna steal the YouTube account again. Oil locked me out. But I'm gonna take it back.
And yeah, that's about it. See you next time. I don't have any closing words. Anyway, bye.
Ciao.
Bye.